back to my theory. In December of 2023, the Renaissance Tour film was dropped, and unfortunately, it was not eligible for the Oscars. Although the film was categorized as a documentary and a musical, it was not eligible. It's more so just a compilation of performances with a little bit of documentary sprinkled in. So the Oscars has a promotional/performance rule, and apparently her film, along with Taylor Swift's concert film, were essentially promotional or instructional, or essentially unfiltered records of performances. However, the reason I say that the Cowboy Carter tour film could possibly get an Oscar is because what could have made it eligible, hypothetically, they say that if the film had emphasized more factual elements, such as the cultural impact of the tour, historical context, or commentary from historians, it might have been considered more broadly. Now, let's think about everything we know about the Cowboy Carter tour era. Exactly. Beyonce has spent this entire era teaching about how Black people invented country music and teaching us how to reclaim our music back. Along with her providing the history and the context herself, there's also been a conversation started all across social media and in person between people who are listening to this project and doing their own research. So we learned about the Carter family going to different Black artists and buying their music and redoing the sound and getting famous off of those records, whereas the actual artist who created the sound didn't get any notoriety. I actually went to the DC Cowboy Carter stop on 4th of July. Y'all, the amount of imagery, the interludes, her using the Jimi Hendrix National Anthem rendition, all of these things work together to tell our history in the past form, but also in the present, how we're reclaiming it. And all I could think to myself was, if these are the visuals we're getting for the tour, I can only imagine what we would be getting for the film. And back to my original point, if she did a Cowboy Carter tour film, it would absolutely be eligible for an Oscar based on this information that's been provided, because she would be leaning more into the historical context rather than with Renaissance. She created her own world and we saw the aspects of creating that world. And Cowboy Carter is honestly reflecting on the past as well as the present and how we're getting back into our roots and taking our music back.